SwoleBenji here. This video is going to be all about fame credits, calculating how long it takes to max out a weapon specialization node doing different activities. Just a lot of fun math and numbers if you're curious. I'm just going to get right into it. Okay, so here we go. Alright, first up we have Respec Costs. Now what a respec is, you're going to press B on your destiny board and you're going to go to one of your nodes. Now let's say crossbows got heavily nerfed. I hate crossbows. I lose a fight with crossbows and I just slam my keyboard, punch holes in a wall, you know, I go and set some buildings on fire, whatever. The point is that, like, I hate crossbows now, right? Theoretically, not actually. And I'm just done with crossbows, so I want to spec out of them. So I'm going to click the crossbow specialist node. I'm going to click this 100 button here, and it's going to show my level. So if I click down, I'm going to pay a silver cost for some fame credits. So essentially for every fame credit I get, 1.1 fame credits per silver cost. And you can easily do this math. All you got to do is take 410,956 divided by 369.862. You'll get 1.11. That's how many fame credits you can get. If you just want to buy fame credits with respeccing, this is how you would do it. Which I never recommend you ever respec. Sure, they might get nerfed. You might find some new content that it's useful for, alright? Or it could get buffed in the future. But also at the same time, whenever you spec out of something, I want to show you this. You lose 20% of your total fame. So look at my fame credits right now. 287,861. I'm going to go all the way down. And it's going to be at 301, right? It was at 287. I'm going to go back up to 100. Now it's at 284. So I'm going to do it again. Now it's at 281, okay. And you can see I'm losing like 277. I'm losing 3 million fame credits every single time I do this. So you actually lose by unspecking. You lose 20% every single time. Alright, so on to the next one. This is just a fun one. Let's say the entire set of items that you are wearing is level 99. The amount of fame credits you would need to allocate to each piece of gear's specialization... Oh, what? Crap! I can't film in 2 minutes! That sucks. Or that's interesting. I better park my character next to the... well, it won't matter. They're going to pull from the live server. It's 1.88 million fame credits. I gotta hurry this up. Crap. Alright, so, if you have a 10,000 fame tome, which I don't think I have any on the... Oh yeah, I got one in my inventory right here. Alright, say you're a complete maximum spec, maximum mastery on everything you're wearing, and you just eat the tome, it's going to cost you 14,760 silver for fame credits, but you're going to get 16,400 fame credits to spend, which is not really applicable, because... I know I didn't say that word right, but you should essentially... sell the tome in the market instead and take that silver and use it on an 8.3 satchel. Well, the test realm went down, so I'm on the live realm. Yay! I gotta make sure I don't accidentally unspec out of my stuff, because that would be terrible. Alright, so if you earn 10,000 fame with an 8.3 satchel, well, it doesn't really matter if it's masterpiece. Well, maybe. I forget when I did my calculations, okay? But the silver you're going to pay for the same amount of fame, which will be the same amount of fame credits, is 12,300 silver. So unless a fame tome drops below this cost, you really shouldn't be using the tomes if you're at maximum specs. Now, if your entire gear set is not maximum spec and not maximum mastery, then the tome is way better than the satchel, alright? Now, my math could be a little wrong on this one, and I'm sorry, but I did countless tests, and this is what I've come up with. Again, the math could be wrong, but with the satchel and auto respec active, your 10,000 fame will cost you 27,000 silver, but you will get almost 30,000 fame credits, essentially. I'm not doing 16 plus 12k, but you get the point. That's how much fame credits you can get by using both auto respec and the satchel. It's still better than fame tomes. Now, if you are to level the specialization of your helmet, chest, boots, and weapon at the same time with fame tomes, you need, from level 99, just level 99 to 100, you will need 103 fame tomes from the market, which will cost you 2.8 million silver. However, to farm the same amount of fame credits required to level those up with an 8.3 satchel is just 2.157 million instead. So you save like, what, 600,000 by using the satchel, but it does take you more time to go out and farm the fame credits required. But if you have some super duper big, farm method, then it is more time viable to buy the tomes than to level it up manually using the satchel, and I'll get into that. Now, if you're wondering how long it takes to level 1 to 100, alright, with tomes, it's 88 million silver, basically. But with the satchel, it's only 51 million silver. But with the satchel method, you're also clearing dungeons and getting loot, so it's technically less. I'll tell you more about that in a sec. So let's say instead you just want to use tomes until you hit 100 level mastery so you can wear 8.3. Well, that's going to cost you 38.5 million in tomes to hit 100 mastery in all your gear pieces. And then if you were to switch over and use the more effective method of leveling your satchel to get the 100 specializations, that will cost you 37 million for a total of 75.9 million. So it's still not as effective. Once you have your character set up with a speedrunning dungeon set, it gets way, way cheaper to level everything else up in the game. So people that are telling you that you should just grind dungeons with a slow clearing set or to just buy tomes or just silly. If you're wondering how many fame credits you need to level to 1 to 100 for an entire item set, including specialization and mastery, and including an offhand, it's 49.3 million fame credits, alright? So if you can farm 1.5 million fame credits an hour doing tier 5 solo dungeons in a speed clearing set, then that's, an easy way to tell how long it'll take to max out an entire PvP set. And here is the data if you want to level up another set. So like I use my dungeon speed clearing set. If I run tier 5 solos, to level up an entire new set that is armor, helmet, boots, weapon, offhand, mastery, and spec to 100, I can expect to be playing 33 hours of tier 5 solo dungeons. Now if I solo tier 5 group static dungeons in a tier 5 zone, which is technically tier 6 mobs, it's only 17 hours, alright? I have made videos on my channel on how to effectively do all this stuff. Now, my gripe is that doing the tier 5 solos will make you way more money than doing the groups, so it really depends on how much money you have and how much you want to throw away depending on how much time you want to save. Now, if you just want to level up your weapon specialization and nothing else, not the armor, not the masteries, nothing, it's only 7 hours of tier 5 solos. It's only 7 hours of doing tier 5 solo dungeons, so I know 33 hours sounds like a lot, but that's for the entire set. If you're just doing weapon mastery, it's only 7 hours. So I have calculated that it costs, after all the loot that I average doing tier 5 solo dungeons, to max out another entire set, it only costs 19 million. I know that sounds like a lot. I know that sounds like a huge amount, okay? To me, I can make 5 million silver in 30 minutes doing farm work every single day, right? So that is just 2 hours of farm work is all that I pay to max out a set very quickly and efficiently, right? Now, if I'm not looting at all and doing the group dungeons, I don't know, I don't have a good number of how much group dungeons earn because I haven't done enough of them to actually report it. But if you don't factor in your dungeon earnings at all, like I said, it's like in the 50-something millions that you're paying for all these fame credits, okay? So it's not cheap, especially like if you're a brand new player, like you should be working on getting your farms up, your housing up, and your investments up before you really start faming up other sets. But if you're like me and you're just like, hey, I want to play Death Givers one day, whatever, I saw a cool video, I want to be that guy, and I just, decide to go fame up a whole Death Givers set, I can expect that it's going to cost me about 19 million to do it the fast way. That's all. But SwoleBenji, it takes so much time to farm those dungeons. I don't have 33 hours. Well, okay, here's the math for you on that then, okay? If you want to break even with the time it takes to farm dungeons compared to just eating a whole bunch of tomes from the market, you need to farm at least 2.7 million silver per hour for solo dungeons to not be worth your time, or 5.2 million silver per hour for the group dungeons not to be worth your time, okay? If you can farm more silver per hour than what is listed on screen, then don't waste time ever doing a dungeon. Just go and buy a whole hunk of tomes and use them all up, and there you go. Now you're maxed out, okay? And based on the math and based on the time, because I've done over 20 characters now, here are my times. If I make a new character and I don't count the time it takes for the tutorial or doing the arenas or setting up the character to be able to do tier 5 solo dungeons, after I have all that ready to go, it takes 33 hours to max out that very first speedrunning set. Afterwards, using the said speedrunning set to max out a PvP set on the same character, also 33 hours. Now, doing group dungeons solo with a character that had max Great Axe set, 17 hours. But like I said, that costs a lot more silver, and you know, you can still solo group dungeons with the light crossbow set. It's actually faster, but the character that I did it on, it took 17 hours with the Great Axe set. Great Axe is easy in lazy mode, so that's why I did it on that one. It's less stress. It's just a lot. It's smoother to use Great Axe for soloing group dungeons, in my opinion, but it is not faster. And now to come to the conclusion of the video is that should you be maxing out an entire tree's spec? And to answer that, I would be showing you footage from the test realm, showing you exactly why some weapons are worth it and some aren't, but the test realm is now being redone right now. So I'm not able to get on there to actually show you the damage differences, okay? But let me explain, and I've explained this in another video, right? If I take Death Givers, where are they at? Where are those boys at? Come on, Death Givers, show yourself. All right, Death Givers. Yeah, wait, come on, there they are. Come on, zoom in. You can do it. You can do it, game. All right, so Death Givers, right? If I max just Death Givers out and I have this other crap in my specs, right, it does a certain amount of damage. Now, if I spend all of the Fame credits maxing out every single one of these daggers, which will increase Death Givers by a bit, in the end, the E damage on Death Givers is only up by 100 points. To me, it's not worth spending all the Fame credits maxing these out, which, like, I'm not going to be playing Bridled Fury. I might play Black Hands one day. I'll definitely play Bloodletter at some point, but, like, I don't really like Claws. I don't like them. Don't really care. Dagger Pair, nerfed. Dagger Solo, not my thing. Like, to me, it's not worth maxing these out for 100 more damage, okay? It's just not. I don't feel like it at all. And especially if you're a staff player, you max out all these, you're barely getting like 30 to 40 more damage, man. I'm telling you, it ain't worth the points, okay? That's why I haven't done it. But you look down here on crossbows, oh baby, they're all maxed out. 700 out of 700. And I'll tell you exactly why. That's because it massively increases your Q damage, your snipe damage, your light crossbows E damage, your boltcasters E damage. All of these, they just do so good. If I want to melt people, I want to be able to melt people as efficiently as possible. So you bet your butt I want everything maxed out if I want to use the energy shaper. That's my choice, and that's how I want to play, and that's what I like to do. So just hop on the test realm and move your specs up and down and see what you like and see how much damage it adds and see if it's worth spending all the time, money, silver, etc. on faming up these weapons, okay? That's the video. I'm SwoleBenji. Thanks for watching. As always, be a bro and stay swole. Make sure you return your shopping carts and leave a like right now on the video and leave a comment. If you do both, that is an algorithm combo that really helps out the video and the channel. And if you haven't subscribed, go ahead and do it right now. Just click the button. You can do it later if I say something you don't like or if I start playing another game you don't like, but you're going to be missing out if you don't, so do it right now. All right, thanks for doing that, and I will see you in the next one. Take care.